What's up guys, Kaiju here again with another video, and in this video I'm really excited. It may not sound like it because I'm pretty tired as well, but I've been really wanting to make this video, but I'm kind of sad because I feel like because I'm tired I won't be as passionate and I won't be as detailed, or I wouldn't be, I don't know what to say that much. So boom, a Vaxee lineup now. So I already made a video comparing these two. I don't think it's worth being going to detail using comparing the Outset AX to these two in terms of shape because it's completely different. If you want a bit more detailed video comparing these two, the NP01 and the NP01S, check out my other video. I'll link it down below. Okay, to be honest, I guess I'll just be quick. So NP01S, in my opinion, if you want to buy a Vaxee mouse and you don't know which Vaxee mouse to buy, and you don't know what type of mouse that you like, whether you like symmetrical, or whether you like ambi or ergo or whatever, yeah, go for the NP01S. This is the safest shape among the three of them, and this is the most popular shape among the three of them. Most aimers, like aiming enthusiasts, mouse enthusiasts, really like this mouse. But the thing is, this thing favors maneuverability and mobility compared to stability. So if you got shaky aim, maybe shy away from this. You play like CS and Valorant, and you kind of have a shaky aim, and you want more stability. Maybe choose either of these two. But if you play like faster paced games, you play Fortnite, COD, Apex, Titanfall, or whatever, I feel like this might be a better mouse, a better pick because it's just very maneuverable. And among the three of them, these have the best clicks. Among all the mice I've tested, I think most people these have the best clicks. They just sound so good. I don't know if I don't know. I have a bad mic. Side buttons though is meh, like, but these are some really good left and right mouse buttons. So next, it's narrow. It's a bit narrow, but not overly narrow. The hump is, I think, for most people is just right. It sits very comfortably in your hand, in your palm, about here, right? It doesn't go all the way up there. It's not that much of a palm filler, but you have enough palm contact for it to be stable. And I really think that this mouse is really built for claw. I feel like it's gonna be awkward to fingertip this or to palm it unless you got really small hands or different hands than mine. Oh yeah, I have 19 by 10 cm hands. My main grip style is knuckle claw, but I dabble with other grips. Next, I got the NP01 here, the big bro, the black sheep of the family. Weirdly enough, it's the white one, ironically, even though it's. So, this mouse is my best performing mouse among the three of them, but the thing, it's the least comfortable for me. Like, I performed the best with this, but after a while, like around 30-40 minutes to maybe even an hour, especially if I'm like grinding, like aim training or deathmatch. I'm really like really moving around using it. Yeah, it hurts my hand. It makes my hand cramp. But I I really like this mouse because I perform and I aim the best with it. Like, oh, my deagle, my sheriff, my guardian shots are just so good with this mouse. My crosshair placement is on point, even on a Condora pad or other faster pads. It's pretty damn stable. So if you really want stability, if you want a kind of sort of symmetrical or ambi, even though it's not necessary, it's not symmetrical, but you know what I mean. If you want something stable, you want a big kind of bulkier mouse, you know that then I think this is a really good pick among the three. I perform. It's very stable. It's a big palm filler. Like, if this NP01S fills only until here, like the half of my palm, this one goes until the below my knuckles. So yeah, I don't know if you can see it, and it pretty much engulfs the entire one, like below my knuckles until all the way here. Unlike with this one, it's kind of more like just below here in the middle and a bit here. or actually no, it's at the, it feels like it's at the very center. And weirdly enough, there's like I can hold this mouse in way more in more fashion. Like it's more versatile in grip style than this. Weirdly enough, like I, I feel more comfortable finger tipping this, palming this, regular claw, aggressive claw, like curling, pincher claw, and everything else with this mouse as compared to this. Like this mouse, I think it's really just claw. Like your standard claw, aggressive claw, maybe even pincer and then knuckle claw. But like fingertip feels awkward. Palm, I don't think you can palm this unless you got really super small hands. So yeah, between these two, uh, if you don't know what to get this. If you know that you like big, bulky, stable mice, go get this. Okay, so next I'll be talking about the Outset. I think the Outset is a good. If you want an ergo mouse that you can kind of claw, then yeah, go for the Outset. Because yeah, this kind of has the same base as this. Yeah, they feel like they almost have the same base, weirdly enough, even though this is like an ergo mouse. And yeah, if you want an ergo mouse, like something like an EC2 Death Adder and all that, but you want some back hump, you want some clunkiness, some chunkiness, you want some support in the palm, then this is for you. This mouse is basically, yeah, like making you hold it. Like, if you want a fist, yeah, this is it for you. This thing is very stable among all of them. This is the most stable for me, but it's the least mobile. So it might be a bit awkward to use this mouse in faster paced games like Apex, Titanfall, like any arena shooters. But in tech FPS, I think this is a really good mouse for like for stability, and I find it easier to microcorrect with this mouse than this one. I think it's because with mic it has a lot of stability because there's a lot of palm support, and since I also knuckle claw and it's high, I can use it to microcorrect. So I think this mouse would, among the three, for attack FPS, this might be the best. But if you don't want a uh, but if you don't like ergo and you want something stable, you can go for this one. If you want something mobile or like more all around, the most all around mouse is probably this one. So I think this is the safer shape all in all. And then between these two is really just whether you want something like kind of symmetrical or something an ergo. But yeah, yeah, in what most people like this, and this is the second, and this like the last one. So yeah, I think these two are really, really good shapes. Like again, if you don't know what to buy and you want something symmetrical, or you know, go for this. If you don't know what to buy but you like ergo, obviously this. Or if you've been from ergo and you kind of wanna feel some more support, because like with EC2 and EC2 clones, like the Model Ds and all that, there's not much of a back hump, right? It has a high front, but it kind of slows down right away, and there's not much palm support, or there's no bump, right? When you palm it, it's pretty flat. This So if you want something like an EC2 or any of those EC2 inspired shapes, but you want a claw, something you can claw, something you want a nice back support, you like a back hump, then this is the mouse for you. Funny, like this is like my second Outset. I had an the Outset is like my third main, like my third upgrade. Like the first one was like the XM1R, and then the Outset, and then it's a long story. I had the Outset like months ago. I sold it also months ago, and then I kind of missed it. So yeah, and I had the white glossy version one. That's why maybe I didn't like it that much, because I just run a black setup, and this thing looks really nice. and feels really nice. Also, it's really weird, like how the shape and the coating kind of affects these Vaxee mice. Like the matte black version of this, I didn't like because it felt so uncomfortable in my hand. Like it made my hand cramp. But the glossy one, it didn't, right? But the glossy Outset, it was painful in my hand. Like again, it was very uncomfortable and it felt very in your hand going against like that. But this matte one feels more relaxed, feels more comfortable. But yeah, I haven't tested the glossy of this one, but yeah, whatever. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below. I'll try to answer them. Like, comment, subscribe. Sorry for the low energy right now and whatever. Running on a few hours of sleep for the past days. A lot of things going on. Anyways, like, comment, sub, guys. Thanks for all the support. Peace.
Oh, and just a quick follow up. I don't know if I'm just going crazy or something, but the NP01S, like this is the Mac, right? This feels way more premium compared to the Outset, because this Outset feels kind of, I don't know what it is, like it feels plasticier compared to this. Like this one and the NP01 matte they feel very premium, but for some reason this thing feels not as premium. It just feels like a standard regular mouse. Um, yeah, the coating is actually more slippery compared to this one. Just by a bit, and yeah, and I don't know why. I mean, maybe it's just a minor thing, but I don't know if my phone's yeah. I feel like this is just on my copy, like the outline there, because usually it's like very unnoticeable, but this one is very prominent. And yeah, when I look at pictures and videos of the other outsets, it doesn't seem to be there. Even here in the NP01S, come on, man, focus. It's there, but it's a bit more subtle, like the line. Here, like it's really obvious, and this thing feels more plasticky. It feels more slippery, and yeah, oh my gosh, man, my phone. Yeah, uh, yeah, the coating feels more slippery, feels more plasticky, feels oilier to be honest, even, and it does look oilier. Like I'm using both these mice, well, they're both picking up some kind of oil and fingerprints, and sweat. This thing still kind of looks a bit matte. This starts to look a bit glossier, and yeah, this thing picks up sweat more, but this thing seems to pick up oil. Like it feels very oily. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just my copy or something, but yeah, it feels kind of weird, like the coating and everything. Yeah, so I still think the NP01S is the goat of Vaxee, followed by this one. Yeah, I don't know.